Task 12.6 SST Processor and Reports. We'll assume we already done record all the transactions for the month of November. So we're going to do and process our SST processor. So please go to Text, then select SST Processor. On the previous chapter, we already done process one SST processor and already done committed. Now let's click New to process the new SST processor. Welcome to SST Processor Wizard. This wizard will help you to identify is there any SST payment rules or SST on payment that you not yet knock off on the previous transaction. So if do, the system will list down the transaction on SST on payment and will be reversed back the applied payment on the next following submission of SST processor. Click on Next and Finish. And do you want to generate SST return now? Click on Yes. This is the SST return or SST summary. As you can see here, the purchase tax code has involved P10 782 ringgit for local tax, P5 98 ringgit and PS6 for 21 ringgit and 51 cent. While for supply tax code has been received S10 69 ringgit and 27 cent, S5 5 ringgit and SV6 3 ringgit. So now let's view the SST02 under sales. You may click on Hide option. Now, bear in mind, for SST, sales and services has been separated in different document. So let's view our sales SST02 report first. Now scroll down. So as you can see, the return and payment due date has to be before or by 31st of December current year. Now scroll under part B1 sales service detail. We have involved with the tariff code, but there's no value of goods of taxable service has been collected from this tariff code. Now scroll down. Under part B is value of tax payable for goods sale, disposed, on use, or services performance or on use. So under here, you can see the total of value of tax payable after has been deducted is 99 ringgit and 27 cent, and then the tax deducted from credit note is 25 ringgit. And scroll down. The total tax payable before penalty imposed is 74 ringgit and 27 cent, and the total of tax payable inclusive penalty is 74 ringgit 27 cent. Now, let's scroll down. Under part C, goods under Schedule 2 sales tax order tax rate 2014 is empty. So scroll down. Part F is declaration and part G is for official use. Now let's go to the SST02 service. We go straight under part B1. We have collected for tariff code, which is 50 ringgit. Now scroll down. Under part B2, value of checks payable for goods sale, disposed, on use, and services performed on use, we have collected 3 ringgit. The total of tax payable inclusive penalty is 3 ringgit. So just now is 74 ringgit and 27 cent. Include with the SST02 under service is 3 ringgit. So total later we have to pay to the custom is 77 ringgit 27 cent. Now, once you have done view all the summary, you may click on show option back and you may click on commit, or you may close first and you may commit outside of the SSD processor layout. Now, I assume I already want to submit my SSD processor, so I click on commit. You must remember, once you click on the commit button, you cannot delete the SSD processor. So please make sure that all the transaction has been recorded before you want to commit your SSD processor. If you don't commit your SSD processor, anytime you can delete and redo for your SSD processor. Now then, assume I already want to commit. Enter the password admin. You really want to commit SSD processor for November? Yes. Automatic has been checked for committed. Now let's check for the report. We check for tax transaction listing report. Enter the date range 1st of November until 31st of November. Now click on inquiry. This is the summary of the tax transaction listing. You may click on preview and choose tax transaction detail listing and click on OK to view under the report format. And this is tax transaction detail listing report for the month of November. You can scroll down and see the result. Now close print preview and close tax transaction listing. Let's view the next report, which is tax transaction audit trail report. Enter the date range 1st of November until 31st of November. Document date also the same, 1st of November until 31st of November. Now click on inquiry. This is tax transaction audit trail. The tax transaction audit trail means all the transactions that involve with the SSD tax code will be listed down under this audit trail. And you may click on preview to view under report format. You can choose tax transaction audit trail by tax code. And automatic, you can see the tax transaction audit trail listing report. So if let's say custom require you to show the audit trail, you may print out this audit trail to give to custom together with your proof document. Now, close print preview. Just now we already done commit and you can see the result already automatic posting under your GL. Now, just now we already commit our processor for November. You may see under GL, journal entry already been created for you SSD control for the month of November. And you can see the net total. This is the total amount that you need to pay to the custom, which is 77 ringgit 27 cent. You may choose to do the payment directly under GL, cash book entry, click on new button, new payment voucher, pay to RMCD. Description, you may enter SSD payment on November. The date range is on 2nd of next following month. We follow from the previous chapter. Now enter the payment method by bank and you may click the plus sign to add a column. The account number has to be SSD control, as this one we need to pay back to the custom, and the amount is 77 ringgit and 27 cent. Will not include with any tax code. So once you're done, just click on save. So we have done do the payment to custom for the month of November. That's all for task 12.6.